Great. What's up, y'all? Tasha checking in with another live video, y'all. Yay! This is Love After Lockup, season 5, episode 11 and 12. Let me see, hold on. They gave it two titles because it was a 2 hour season finale, which in my opinion they could have kept it. So the title is Onion of Lies slash and the Reckoning. If this is your first time joining me, welcome to the channel. I am Tasha. This is the Redefine Me channel. If you have not done so already, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the video. And after the video, go ahead and comment as well. I welcome all respectful, tasteful comments over here. Let's get it popping in the chat, y'all. So if it's your first time joining me for a live video, I take notes on the show. So if I look down, that means I am looking at my notes. Excuse me. That means I'm looking at my notes to give you all the best that I got. Okay. So let's get into the couples, y'all. If I had to review this particular episode, the season finale, I would give it a, let me see. If I had to review it, give it a, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 6. A 6. I think it was a 6. Y'all let me know what y'all would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 in the comments. I would really give it like a 5 or 6. I mean, it was just okay. It didn't need to be 2 hours. We could have wrapped all of this up in 1 hour. I promise you. But they had to do 2 hours, so we just let them do what they do, y'all. So let's get into it, y'all. The first couple we're going to talk about is Brittany and Key Rock. If Brittany and Key Rock is supposed to be on Life After Lockup, which starts Friday coming, and if they don't give us something else outside of still talking about this baby business, I'm just going to skip over them. I'm not even going to review them anymore. I just feel like they are lackluster. They're not giving anything. They're not having any really serious issues going on. And it's like, if you don't have drama in your life, be thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that got so much drama and stuff going on. And if that's not your lot, then just go ahead and just let them know, hey, thank y'all for the opportunity, but we're going to make our millions elsewhere because we ain't got nothing going on. But anyway, we're going to have to get into them. So Brittany is still mad at Key Rocks. Of course, she wants kids. And this is what I'm not understanding. Brittany, go get some sperm and get pregnant. Bingo, it's solved. Like, why are you sitting up here mad because he doesn't want kids? At the end of it all, and I have said this before in several of my other videos, right? In order for you to get pregnant, Brittany, you're going to have sperm involved, with which Key Rocks does not have, right? Let's just tell the truth, shame the devil, keep it 100. He does not have that, right? Biologically. So you're going to have to go anyway and get sperm, right, to fertilize your egg. Now, somebody please drop in the comments or correct me if I'm wrong. Is there something wrong with Brittany where she can't get pregnant? Why is this being such a drain and a stressor on her to try to get Key Rock to do what she want him to do? I don't get it. So anyway, and if he doesn't want kids, he told her this episode he might not even want kids. That's not where his mindset is. But Brittany, if you could give him time to get reacclimated, then maybe his mind might change. But right now, he doesn't want kids. And truth be told, if I had been locked up and just got out, the last thing I would be thinking about is trying to have a baby. I would be more so along the lines of not really trying to have kids either. I would just be like, you know what? Kids is great. Kids is awesome. But they are a major responsibility. And both of them are not established enough to be able to be parents. So why, Brittany, do you keep pressing this issue? And it's getting on Key Rock's nerve, and it's getting on my nerves. And I'm sure it's getting on other content creators' nerves as well. Brittany keeps saying we need to try now, we need to start now because we're not a normal couple. Brittany, what do you mean? I don't understand. Yes, you are not a normal couple, but at the end of the day, you have to do normal couple things in order to have a baby. So why are you keep on telling him we're not a normal couple, so we have to start now because we may not have the time? Whether you start now or whether you start later, at the end of it all, you're going to need sperm in order to fertilize your egg. Point blank, period. So I don't know why she keeps saying that. I don't get that part. So fast forward, they go to a cemetery. Key Rock had an older brother named Dijon that had died. He was hit by a train in 2015. And so they go to pay homage to the older brother at the cemetery with his other brother, and Brittany was there as well, dressed again, in my opinion, like she was the daughter of a mafia member. She looked cute and all, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like we had saw that look before. But she was cute and all, you know. So they're at the gravesite. They're paying homage to Dijon, the brother that had passed. And Key Rocks decided to break out in a rap and everything. I mean, the rap was a little bit too fast for me. I am an older generation person. And I heard a few little words in there, but I'm like, Key Rocks, don't quit your day job. Not just yet, you know. But I feel like they had a moment. They was able to hug each other. They were able to have a moment over the gravesite, and I thought that was very nice to have. I just feel like they don't have anything going on. I mean, really, in this season finale episode, that's all that happened with them. Literally, I promise y'all, I don't have nothing else written down. That was it. And I guess they had to throw in, them going to go see the brother to give something else in their segment. If they don't bring it, I'm telling you now, if they don't bring it on Life After Lockup, which starts on Friday, I'm not reviewing them anymore. I'm just gonna skip right over them. I promise you. And if y'all have an issue with that, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I apologize. I ain't want to skip over them, but they don't got nothing going on, and I'm not gonna waste time on my video talking about them when I could be talking about somebody else. Moving on to the next couple, which is going to be, we're going to go ahead and talk about Melissa and Louis. Okay, so Louis is getting his teeth, y'all. He is at the dentist. Finally, the pipes got fixed. Y'all know last episode, the dentist was talking about their pipes that got fixed, broke, and they had water damage and all this other stuff. And so they had to pause his procedure. So finally, the pipes is fixed. Louis is getting his teeth. He's kind of excited about it. His mom seems like she's excited about it, nervous and excited. We as the people are excited about it because we want to see the teeth. And so he gets in the dental office, gets in a chair. They numb his mouth, and they showed the x-ray of his teeth, y'all. It was literally like one tooth here, one tooth there, one there. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, just say no to drugs. Say no to drugs, y'all. We grew up I grew up in 80s, 90s, and I'm telling you, that campaign of say no to drugs resonates in my soul even today. It's like, just say no, because not only does it affect you on the inside, but it affects you on the outside as well. Like 5 teeth in your mouth. Dang, that is some crazy stuff. So they had to pull out all of Louis' teeth, and it literally took them like 1 minute to pull out the tooth. To pull out the teeth, the tooth. It took them 1 minute to pull out the teeth, literally. They was probably like, okay, he's numb. Yank, 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 yank. That's it, because it was only 5 of them up in there. And I'm like, dang, how in the world was he even eating? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it straight soup meals or what? I don't know. But anyway, so they pulled out the teeth. Took a minute to do that. Then they give him the dentures, and they put the dentures in his mouth right away. And I'm like, Dad, that has to be painful. Like, should you come down off the numbing? Maybe the dentures go in tomorrow or something. I don't know. But this dentist said, nah, we want to hit a quitter shot over here. So we're going to go ahead and put these dentures in Louis' mouth right away. Louis looks in the mirror. He says that, oh my goodness, they look so big, and I think what it is that Louis' mouth is kind of small, but I don't think they were horrible. I think he has to get used to them because he's not used to having teeth. He hasn't had teeth in a long time. So yes, they look foreign to him because it's not something that he has had. What else happened? So after he got his teeth, he goes to the front desk, and the front desk people is like, hey, the lady that we met last week that looks like an extra from Whoville for the Grinch, the old Christmas, the one that had the hair that was up. She's at the front. She asks Louis how he's doing. He says he's not doing good. He doesn't like the dentures, blah, blah, blah. She said, well, it's just going to take some time to get comfortable, for you to get comfortable with them. They're, look fine to me. He goes on and asks her for his number. Now, pause. This is what is annoying to me. He asks the girl for the number, right? She gives him the number. Now, keep in mind, he just got a procedure done that cost $4,500 that Miss Melissa paid for. All she said last week was they was on a pause. They was just on a pause. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't pause her money though. He took the money to pay for his procedure. So now he booking this chick at the front desk while he up here using Melissa's money to get the daggone teeth. I thought that was just some real shady, downright stuff, right? Because it couldn't have been me. If I'm done with Louis and I'm putting him on pause or whatever, and he acting all brand new, which I'm not saying he is, but if he was doing the most, I would have stopped the check. They would have pulled out them teeth and they would have ran back there and said, the payment didn't clear, and they would have closed up all the equipment, and Louis would have been walking around with grandpa mouth. Okay, I wouldn't have done it. But however, him and Melissa supposedly are still in a relationship. So I guess she was like, I'm not going to stop the check or whatever. I'm going to let him still have his teeth. But baby, him getting that number after he got the procedure of spending Melissa's money for the teeth, it was crazy. So Louis goes and he says he's going to FaceTime Melissa to show her the teeth. So he calls Melissa, gets her on FaceTime, and she starts laughing. I thought that was messed up. I'm like, dang, Melissa, you gonna laugh in the man's face? And he was like, see, that's the reaction I've been getting from people all day. So these look horrible and blah, blah, blah. Melissa is talking about something. It doesn't look horrible. You got to give it time to grow on you and everything. And he is like, I don't like him or whatever. So the mom is sitting right there while he's FaceTiming Melissa. Him and Melissa are talking, going back and forth. Melissa is, he's saying that I don't like the fact that you put us on pause. He said you put a movie on pause. You don't put a relationship on pause. And she was saying she put it on pause because you're not showing that you really want to be in New Jersey and blah, 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 all this other stuff. You know what Melissa is making up stuff. Because in my opinion, Louis hasn't done nothing wrong. She's saying that he's not showing her he wants to be in a serious relationship. And I'm like, Melissa, what were your goals in your head that you wanted Louis to have when he came out of prison? He just got out of jail, girl. You want him to what? Come out and be a six-figure earner, buy a big old fancy house. You want him to take you on these fancy dinners. You want him to fly you to Japan and Paris and stuff. Girl, what is it that you want from him? In my opinion, he doing more than what some of these cast members on here is doing. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. But he has a job. He got a car. He now got his teeth popping. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he's in good health. I saw a post on YouTube from another content creator said he's been 6 years clean. I mean, listen, Melissa, he's going forward in the right direction. Why don't you try being more supportive of your man that you have wanted since high school that you finally got? Try being more supportive. You know what I'm saying? But Melissa's a nut job. I just feel like something is wrong with her up here because it couldn't be the man that I've always wanted, always dreamed to be with and everything when I was this old geeky little weird, awkward looking girl back in high school, and the it guy, Louis, the one I always wanted to be with. Now, fast forward 20 years later, you finally got him, and you're about to blow it. Over what? And over nothing. He hasn't even done anything. Fast forward, Donna, Louis' mom, she decides to go to a bar in the middle of the day and get drunk. I don't know what Donna's going through. She said, baby, I'm about to go to my favorite bar and have some drinks. Now, I ain't judging you, Donna, because I've only done that before when I've been out of the country. Like if I'm going on vacation somewhere or whatever and we are there for a week, I ain't got no responsibilities, don't nobody know me here. I have partaken of a drink before while daylight was still up. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even 5 o'clock or nothing. It was probably around that time. But Donna says she drunk. So she says, she calls Louis and she tells Louis, hey, come pick me up, Louis. I done had a beer or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. She up there in the bar singing 99 bottles of beer in the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You take one down and pass it around, 98 bottles of beer. She have been drinking. And so Louis gets there to pick up Mom, right? And Mom is sitting at the bar with this chick named, I Oh, what is her name? Child, no. It was a girl at the bar that happens to know Louie and Donna, and she's sitting at the bar with Donna. You can tell that she was drunk. Her boobs was half hanging out, her legs was cocked up. She was sitting on the bar, leaning all back and stuff. And Louie coming in, she tells him, "Hey, Louie, long time no see." She give him a hug. She tells him, "You look good." He like, "You look good too," or whatever. And she's like, "What's up with the girlfriend and all this stuff?" And I'm like, who is this chick? Probably Donna's drinking buddy. You know what I'm saying? So he up here saying, "Listen, I like Melissa. I love Melissa. She's the person I'm gonna be with. So it is what it is." Him saying all that after he done got the phone number of the receptionist after he got his teeth in. But anyway, that's what he said. He probably just didn't want to be bothered with drunken Susie over there. So what else? He says he is approved to leave the state. So some type of way he got approved by his parole officer to be able to go to New Jersey. So he said he's about to go to New Jersey to visit Melissa. And I think it's supposed to be a surprise or whatever. She doesn't know that he's coming. So I'm hoping that Melissa is crossing all her T's, dotting all her I's, because Louie is going to come and visit her. And that's all that happened with Melissa and Louie. Let's move on to Chelsea and Mikey, y'all. So Mikey is going to go visit Chelsea in Ohio. Mikey is on the road. He's driving. He's excited. He got a little Ford Fusion, you know what I'm saying? Red Ford Fusion. He on the road and he on his way to Ohio. He pulls up to Chelsea's house. She's outside. Tell him to pull up and park right there. Mikey goes inside, they give each other a hug, and Chelsea is saying that she's afraid for Mikey to see her house because it's not in the best shape, you know what I'm saying? But as far as I could tell, it wasn't horrible. I mean, it could use a little spruce up, you know what I'm saying? It could use a little interior decorator up in there. But at the same time, I mean, it was a roof over her head. It was a house for her and her children. So in my opinion, it wasn't that bad. Chelsea, chill out. So Mikey stays there, and the kids come in from school a moment later. We have her oldest child, Corey, her middle daughter. Oh, what was the daughter's name, child? I forgot. Y'all drop in the comments if y'all remember the daughter's name. And then we have Trevor, I think, which is the youngest boy. So they came into the house. They're all giving Mikey a hug, saying, "How you doing?" Blah, 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 shooting the breeze. Chelsea done ordered some carry out. She got some wings and some fries, you know what I'm saying? So she putting the food on the table and everything, and they sitting down to have something to eat. And so the kids start asking Mikey questions about his parole and him being locked up, and they're having a whole conversation, and Mikey is being very open and honest with them and everything, and they're taking it all in. So it seems like it's a good time, right? They cut over to the daughter and her confessionals, and she says, Mikey seems like he's cool and all right, but the jury is still out on him because my mom has brought some trash men into our lives. And so I have to reserve how I feel about him until I get to know him and further really know who Mikey is. And I said, daughter, I agree. You cannot always take a person in. Just because they seem nice don't mean that's who they are. Don't mean that's how they are. So she said, I'm going to hold out on Mikey. While they're at the table and they're eating, a police car pulls up outside the window. So now Chelsea is looking out the window. She's like, what the heck is a police car doing outside? And now Mikey is probably over there and starts sweating and everything. He's like, you know what? Police are triggers. Why is the police car outside? So the police car was just out there. The police never came in. So I don't know if TV had a police officer say, roll up by the window so we could have, a setting or some props or whatever the case was. And then they get a knock on the door, and I'm like, oh, shoot, it's 5-0. It was not the police. It was Chelsea's friend. Some of these reality shows be on stage. It was Chelsea's friend Beth that came in, okay? So, again, y'all, I take notes because this was a 2-hour episode. Okay, so Mikey, while at the table before Beth got there, Mikey's giving them advice, saying that, you don't want to get in trouble with the law. He's talking to Corey. He's like, I went down the wrong road and you don't want to be like me. And so then we pan over to Beth is coming over. She met Mikey. And then Corey comes down. He asks for Chelsea's help upstairs. Chelsea goes upstairs. Mikey and Beth have a conversation in the living room. Beth tells Mikey that she thought the strokes was fake. When Mikey had them strokes, she said she thought you were playing, Chelsea, that the strokes was fake, that it wasn't all 100 and legit. Mikey says that he's here for Chelsea. He got her back. He loved her. All of that. Moving on from that. Hold on. So it's funny too because they was signing while Chelsea wasn't there. Like they wasn't doing it continuously, but they was doing it a little bit, and I was like, Chelsea's not in the room. But I guess they do it so much that it's almost like second nature with them. Um, what's going on? Okay, so Chelsea starts talking in the kitchen because Trevor comes downstairs and says, "Hey, Mikey, I want to show you our rooms and everything, show you around the house." So Trevor and Mikey go upstairs, and Trevor gives Mikey the tour of the house. While they're gone, Chelsea and Beth is talking, and Chelsea is telling Beth everything's cool with Mikey, but he keep asking me about my money, where I'm getting my money from. Y'all remember last episode, Mikey found out Chelsea has $5,000 in her savings, and he was saying he hoped that she doesn't do anything illegal to get that money because he is a convict and he's not trying to go back to jail, or ex-con. So Chelsea said she's not telling him how she got her money. It's none of his business. So then we pan over and Mikey is planning a date for them the next day to go out horseback riding, right? And so Chelsea is saying she don't know if she can go because the kids are sick. And I'm like, pause, correct me if I'm wrong. These kids have been sick a total of what, 3 times in this season? What is up with the kids' immune system, Chelsea? What is going on? Is the house too dirty? Are they not dressing appropriately for the weather? I don't know what's going on, but these kids have been sick, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, about 3 or 4 times this season. And it's crazy. It's like, I would be like, maybe we need to go to the doctor and figure out what's going on because y'all been sick a lot. So the kid's sick again. Mikey, the night before this happened, him and Chelsea was talking, and he was saying he want to plan this day for her, and he was asking her maybe after the day is over, then we can, have sex. Would the kids hear it if we had sex? And Chelsea was like, we're not having sex. And I'm just kind of like, Mikey, didn't a couple of episodes ago, Chelsea told you that she had an issue of abuse? Excuse me, y'all, I had to burp. I just ate. And the burp came out, and I'm trying to hold it in because I don't want to just belch in y'all face. But anyway, Chelsea told Mikey about her abuse. So why are you asking her, right, if y'all going to sleep together? It's not going to happen, sir. She already told you that. So stop bringing it up. So fast forward, it's the day they're going horseback riding. Gio comes over, Chelsea's friend, to watch the 6 kids. She tells the kids she'll be back and everything. They said that they're feeling better. They're fine. It's going to be okay. While they're on the way to go on the date, Chelsea gets a call, and it's from the court system, and they says, "Hey, where are you? You were scheduled to be in court or whatever." Now she doesn't physically get a phone call, right? Because she is hearing impaired. She got some type of message or whatever it was saying that she has to be in court. Why does she have to be in court? Because her oldest son Corey has sticky fingers, and he got in trouble for breaking into, get ready y'all for this. He broke into a vending machine. Corey and his friend decided, hey man, we want that Snickers 206. We want the Snickers right there, and we ain't got no money. So we're gonna stick our hand up in the vending machine and take the Snickers, right? So the Snickers, it probably really wasn't the Snickers, but it was a vending machine that they got in trouble for. They got in trouble for petty theft. So they had to be at court. In court. So Chelsea's freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was some paperwork that came to the house. I don't know. I'm like, Chelsea, you need to get your life together because you didn't know that your benefits was cut on a couple of episodes ago. Why are you not reading your mail? You didn't know that your son had to be in court today. Why are you not reading the mail? So the son is at school, of course. So Chelsea had to zoom over to the courthouse. Mikey is in the car, and when they get to the courthouse, they pull up. Chelsea has to run in. Mikey is sitting out there like, man, this is a lot. It's always something going on. Mikey says this is a trigger for him. Remember, he just got out of jail not too long ago. He's like, police all walking around. There's police cars and everything. I don't really want to be here right now. So a few moments later, Chelsea comes out of the courthouse. She's calmed down because she says she's not going to jail. Her son is not going to jail. Everything's fine. The judge was like, we would just give you another court day for you to appear, and everything's cool. So for the moment, right? So Chelsea So fast forward, they don't do the horseback riding. They end up day 3 probably that Mikey is there. He's at a little small diner or something, probably Pat's Flapjacks or something like that. I don't know. But some small diner in that town. He's sitting there and it says 30 minutes late. And Chelsea is 30 minutes late to meet him for lunch or whatever they're meeting for. So then Chelsea breezes in the door and she's like, she's sorry she's late. She went by her dad's house, but she wasn't able to get her dad. She said she hasn't talked to her dad in a minute. She feel like her dad is avoiding her because he does not want to meet Mikey. And that could very well be so, and he has a right to meet him at his own time when he wants to meet Mikey. But she says she feels a way about that. When she got to the restaurant, Mikey was like, I need to know something. He said, I need to make some decisions. I'm supposed to leave tomorrow and I need to decide if I'm going to move here to Ohio or if I'm going to stay in Kentucky. In my opinion, Mikey, you need to stay in Kentucky. You just got out of jail. You have a daughter in Kentucky that has not seen you since she was 4 years old. She's now 8 years old and you are ready to pick up and leave her again. The daughter obviously loves Mikey. She obviously does not want him to go. She said that on the last episode. And here you are trying to go on to Ohio and start a new life with Chelsea. I don't get it. I don't get when these people have children that they put their children last and put these people, convicts, first that isn't even out in the real world. And so they're talking all this jail talk and now you're taking their word for it, right? It's just ridiculous. So they're at the restaurant and Mikey says, how do you make your money? Basically, I want to know, because you told me you was broke, but you actually got $5,000 up in your savings. How you get your money, Chelsea? I want to know and I want to know now. And Chelsea was like, I don't have to tell you nothing. I'm not telling you nothing. So Mikey said, oh, okay, you're not going to tell me nothing. Mikey stood up from the table. He put on his jacket and he was like, I'm out of here. And Chelsea gets up. Now it was like 4 people in the little diner and all of them are like this. They all started looking around. The server stopped serving. She was just like, and Chelsea went up to Mikey and she touched his chest and she was like, people are looking at us. And he was like, I don't care. People looking at us. Let them look. So Chelsea was like, okay. She was like, okay, I'll tell you how I get my money. So Mikey sit back down, because Mikey was going to leave, especially because Mikey got a car. He was like, oh, I'll leave. I got a way. I ain't got to depend on you to drive me around. So they sit back down. Chelsea tells Mikey that it is money that was left over from her mom's life insurance policy. And that is the money that she has, the $5,000 that's in her account. And so Mikey says, why didn't you just tell me that from the giddy up? Chelsea is like the last person she told that to stole her money. And I'm trying to figure out how in the world did the last person you told that to stole your money? Like, how were they able to do that? But whatever. That could very well be a lie. I don't know. So Mikey is writing all the pros and cons on a napkin. Yeah, he is trying to make decisions on whether he should stay in Ohio or Kentucky on a napkin. He got a line down the middle. He's like, okay, my daughter and whatever, okay, Chelsea and her kids and everything. But since Mikey had been there, Chelsea had drama after drama after drama. And I'm like, Mikey, is this the life that you really want? Like, you want to move here for this woman's drama? It seems like she has a lot going on that you really don't need right now. You're trying to get reacclimated to society. So he writes on the napkin, in the fold, and give it to Chelsea, and he says Ohio is home. So he's deciding that he's going to move to Ohio, child. I just don't understand. And then when they're leaving, Chelsea's like, okay, let's go home so I can feed the kids, and then so I can feed you. So she's finally going to let Mikey have sex, right? After she feeds the kids. And so Mikey was like, really? You would have thought you gave Mikey the keys to the Golden Gate or something. He was like, really? He's like, for me? Child, he ran to that daggone Ford Fusion so quick and he couldn't get in the car quick enough. He probably ain't even put his seatbelt on or nothing. He just poured out because he was like, oh, let's hurry up and feed these kids so we can go get some bound chicken wow wow going on. So Mikey was so excited. I said, child, a part of me was happy for him because he been wanting the sex since he got out. So ridiculous. Anyway, moving on to the next couple. We're gonna talk about Red and Janome. So y'all already know Janome was over Red. Was operative word. She was in the car crying, I can't believe Red did this to me. We already know that Red bent Julie over last episode, and he's supposed to be loving on Janome, but he done bent Julie over. Red gonna go ahead and comment and said that Joy's sex is actually better than Julie's sex. And I'm like, so you did all of that just to get some whack sex. Red is trash. So Red is sitting outside because Joy already got on the road. She started heading back home. She was like, "You're not gonna ghost me for hours and hours and hours, and think you're gonna come to New Mexico with me. It's not gonna happen." So she set Red stuff outside last episode outside of her car, and she drove away. So now this episode we opened up, Red sitting outside with the box of stuff still outside his mama's house, and I'm like, "Dang, Red, so you ain't gonna go inside?" Because obviously the girl ain't coming back. He thought Joy was gonna ride down the street around the corner and then circle back around and be like, "Psych, I'm going, you can come with me." She was like, "No, sir. I mean this." Or so we thought, right? So he's calling Joy, blowing up her phone. She's in a car crying because she says that her son has talked to him. She wanted him to be a dad to her son. And pause. See, Joy, that's your problem. You put all your trust in this dude that's been locked up for 10 years to come out and be a role model and a father figure to your son. Why do these people do this to these kids? I just do not understand. And now this trash dude has set up here. Now she don't even know he done slept with Julie. So he done set up here, broke your heart, got you crying, can't even be faithful and committed to your son's mom. But then you want him to come and meet your son. Are you crazy? So then she's driving. Red keeps calling. She answers the phone and he says, "Babe, come back. I apologize. I'm sorry." Joy's like, "No, she's not coming back." He's begging, y'all, like down on bending knee begging. He begging like Keith Sweat. He is out here just, "Please, baby, please." And she's like, "No." So Red leaving messages. He doing the whole nine. Joy got a hotel room because I guess the ride was long. And he been leaving messages all night long. All night. She said she's 5 hours from home and she not going back to pick up Red. So then Red, he's in his mom's house. He keeps calling. No answer. All of a sudden, y'all, child had so much hope. I had so much hope. I had so much faith in Joy. But no. The D got a hold of her mind. She had got the D from him, and she was like, "You know what? I'm not ready to give up on my relationship so easily." All of a sudden, we see the little white truck riding back around the corner, and here she come pulling up. He knocking on the door. He talking about some "my baby," and then Joy is up here dressed like a daggone the daggone prison mom. You know what I'm saying? Like she had those daggone army fatigues and a red shirt. She really is dressed like, child, I don't know what was going on, but maybe that was her road clothes. I don't know, child. I just don't know. So she knocked on the door. Red's all excited. He starts getting all this stuff together, and they keep on kissing and stuff like that. And every time they kiss, I wanted to throw up in my mouth. I was like, boop, boop. I was like, woo, that is horrible. They get in a car, and they're driving, and so they're on the way to New Mexico. Janome is like, you just gotta be honest with me, Red. I don't want no more lies, no more hiding anything, no more deceit, all of this stuff. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna be on the new page and all this other stuff. The whole time, he talking about in his confessionals that he ain't gonna tell Joy that he done slept with Julie. I'm like, child, he hiding stuff from you right now, Joy, right now. You should have kept on going home. And my thing is this, how far did she drive? She said she was only 5 hours away from home. So how far did she drive to be 5 hours away from home for her to just turn around and go pull up and go pick up Red? I don't even think she was 5 hours away from home. I think that was a lie, because ain't no way you going to drive that much and then say, "Oh, let me turn around and go pick up Red." Yeah, right. I don't even think she was that far. So while they was driving, they see a rage room. So if y'all don't know what a rage room is, it's one of them rooms where you can go in to take out your frustration on breaking plates and walls and all type of stuff they got in there. So while they're in the rage room, y'all, they keep saying saying stuff. Both of them keep saying stuff that they're going to let go of. So Joy steps up to the plate and she starts breaking stuff. And she's like, I'm letting go of you, all the infidelity and all of the way I feel about myself, the self-esteem, the way you made me feel. And she's saying all this stuff about everything that Red has done to her. And Red's standing over there like, yeah, that's right, yeah. And then Red, I don't even know what he said, but Joy, hey, me, this is for you not getting me a slice of Domino's pizza, right? That's what Joy should have said. This is for you not getting me the pizza when your sister pulled up and you waited by yourself. Girl, that is so true. He didn't even give her a slice. He didn't even break her off a piece. He didn't even... That was a few episodes ago if y'all missed that. But yeah, she ended up breaking the plates, having a fit and all that stuff like that. So they leave the rage room, get back in the car. Wait, I had wrote down some of the stuff she said. She said, Red said, this is for the dude, the lame dude who got you pregnant while I was locked up. Like, they was throwing shots. They was being real petty. Joy said, this for the girls that you got pictures of that you was texting and blah, blah, blah. So, Red said he is not telling Joy about Julie. He said it's not the right time. I said, child, when will be the right time for you to tell her that you done smashed the homie? You know what I'm saying? Mimi said, man, that made me mad more than anything. Right. So, you know, Red ain't gonna tell her he done smashed the homie. He just gonna leave it to himself, y'all. And that was Joy and Red. Moving on to the next couple, y'all. Again, if y'all hear my pages turning, I take notes. This was a 2-hour episode that I felt like could have been wrapped up in one, because really it wasn't a whole bunch to wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go over to... Alright, let's go over to Andy and Brittany, y'all. Oh gosh. So Brittany driving, she's driving, right? She in the car. She's now in Ellijay, Georgia. I never even heard of Ellijay, Georgia. I don't even know where that is at or what. She said she went back home. Y'all get this. As if we didn't know this was going to happen. When she got back home, she started using meth. Remember, she kept saying the sunrise is a trigger. Andy's a trigger. His stomach's a trigger. His blue shirts is a trigger. Everything was a trigger for her, right? She gets back home to Ellijay, which is what she really wanted anyway. And she says she started using meth for 7 days because that's all she had. She says whenever she has a failed relationship, she goes back to using. I said, Brittany, you wanted to use from the time you got out of jail. I believe Brittany was still using while she was in jail. And when she got out of jail, she was trying to find a way to still continue her high. And Andy blew her high because he moved her somewhere where she ain't know nobody and she couldn't get nothing. That's why she made a comment on one episode saying she wanted to open up Messenger and find some drugs. She don't know nobody in Rome, Georgia, so she didn't know a way to get the drugs. So of course, count down to when she was trying to go back to Ellijay, where she know where all her pusher boys are at. So she did that. We pan over to Andy because they was doing split moments with them. Andy is going fishing, but I thought Andy said he didn't like fishing, but whatever. Andy lies. Like, Andy lies. If Andy tells me it's raining outside, I'm gonna go open the door or look out the window before I go out, because he lies. He really does lie, and it's sad. So Andy's going fishing with Barry and his daughter Allie. Allie was like basically on that I told you so. I told you so. She said, you up here messing with these crazy bees. She actually said the B word. Allie was over it. She said, I'm sick of this. We told you this was going to happen. So, it's been like 2 to 3 months, he says, since he's seen Brittany, since he's heard from Brittany, right? Andy's still up here telling them he's sticking to the fraud story. Even the producers don't believe the fraud story because they kept asking Andy, was it really fraud or did you have a gambling problem? He was like, no, it was fraud. He said, I went into the bank when I found out it was fraud, told them what it was, they refunded me my money and all of that, yada, yada, yada. But, and that's a lie too, because Andy pulled up his account when they were in Rome. So if your account is fraud, or something happened, and then he had a card where he went to the ATM machine. They have to send you another card, right? I know how this works. We all have had something that has happened to our account, right? Where we had to go and actually close our account. How my bank worked, Chase will close your card. They'll shut your card off, right? They will refund the money pending an investigation. So if, say, somebody took $100 out your account, they'll give you the $100 in your account back, and they'll start their investigation. If they find out that it was no fraud and that you actually spent the $100, they will take the $100 back out. But it's never happened to me. I've had my account frauded a couple of times, and after the investigation, of course, they left the money in my account because I didn't do it. So they left the money in there, gave me my money back, and they gave me a new card. That's the way it works if you are detecting fraud. I don't know what Andy was doing because he was lying. I believe he did do some gambling. Ali said, we told you so. Then we pan back over to Brittany. Brittany is meeting up with her friend, somebody she used to get high with, right? Her friend, what's the girl named Jennifer? And so they are getting together a care package for Gracie. Gracie has started college, and I'm like, good for you, Gracie. Break away from your mom's toxicity. She really, yep. Mimi says, yep, we don't believe Andy at all. Nothing he says. Child, nothing. So she's getting together a care package for Gracie. Gracie has started college, which is her oldest daughter, and she's in this mom and pop shop, and she's talking to her friend Jennifer, and she's telling her friend Jennifer that Andy's wife had reached out to her on Facebook, y'all. So while Andy was still seeing Brittany, he was legally still married. He was separated, but legally still married. Said the wife reached out to her on Facebook Messenger, showing her all these messages between Andy. Andy definitely gambled. Hello, I am Lisa Lafayette. Andy says Andy definitely gambled with that money. Absolutely he did. He got a gambling problem. He just didn't want to admit it, but Andy lies. So the ex-wife, or the wife, showing him all the messages and stuff like that, and Brittany is like, wow, that's crazy. And the friend is like, that's crazy. And she's like, yeah. So then the friend has this bright idea, because Brittany says in her confessionals that Andy still owes her some money for the Brittany fund. I'm like, child, Andy don't owe you a dime. Brittany, what is your problem? So she goes, and she said, the friend says, well, how much does he owe you? And she's like $200. And she's like, well, why don't you text him and ask him? The bottom line is Brittany do not want to work. She don't want to work. She wants somebody to take care of her, because her friend said, I can hook you up with a job at the gas station. It's not much, but it is a job. You'll get some money. And Brittany was kind of, in my opinion, her whole demeanor was kind of like, oh, okay, like brushing it off a little bit. But she don't want to work for real. She want to get high, and she want to use somebody else's money to fund her lifestyle and fund her drug habit, in my opinion. Because Brittany needs to take her tail to rehab. She ain't been to rehab yet since she been out of jail. So what makes you think, Brittany, that you are going to be now sober after you done used for 7 days? Now you ain't used. Even a friend asked her what made you relapse, and she talking about blaming it on other people. Oh, because Andy was a trigger, and this was a trigger with him, and all of that and that. No, Brittany, you used again because you never really got clean to begin with. You wanted to use. Lisa Lafayette says she got a lot of nerve thinking Andy owes her anything. Exactly. We gonna get to why Andy deserves everything he got, right? So Brittany texts him and says, hey, can you send me some money for $200 for Gracie's care package? Andy's sitting there with the kids at the lake fishing, and he gets a text, and he said, oh, this is her texting me now. And he's like, $200 or whatever. By the way he did that, I already knew he was going to send her the money, right? So Andy says, you know what? I'm not sending her. So Barry even says, so are you going to do it? Because Barry, like us, knew that Andy is a sucker. So Andy says, no, I'm not doing it. Matter of fact, I'm going to block her. He said, matter of fact, not only am I going to block her, I'm going to erase the number. I said, yeah, whatever, Andy. So then we pan over to Brittany in her confessional, and she laughs. She says, ha, she's sitting there. The producer's like, what's going on? And she shows them her phone. Andy sent her $200. Sent this lady $200. This lady has treated you like nothing but trash, Andy, and you turned around and sent this lady $200. And on the YouTube streets, I saw and heard that they are technically still together, posing, smiling in pictures and stuff. You know what happened? Brittany's mom said, I'm not giving you no more money. Her friends is probably like, I'm not helping you out. Her well is running dry with the money. So she got to go back to the only sucker that she can sweet talk to continue to fund her lifestyle. Girl, Andy, you deserve everything you get. She going to milk you dry, and your kids are sitting back looking like this man is just an idiot. But moving on to the next couple, y'all, which is going to be Renika and Asanta. Y'all, they are they pop back up on the screen. I said, what the heck? I almost forgot about Renika and Asanta. And y'all, guess what? Renika still got on that nasty lace front glowworm wig. Y'all, that blonde, green, whatever the heck that crap is on her head, girl, that wig has went through the fire. That wig has been here since Love during lockup. Now it's on Love after lockup. Child, if she was going to be on Life after lockup, the wig would have still been there. I said, Renika, you don't have no other wigs. But I'm like, maybe it's a duplicate or a triple wig or something like that. Maybe she got like 3 of them or something. I don't know. It looked like this one that she got on may have been washed a little bit or something. I don't know. It's ugly. The daggone thing is still here. I imagine the thing smell like mold and it stinks and everything. She must have got somebody to reattach it because the dishes from the kitchen are back up in the sink. So I don't know what's going on with that. That wig is still here, y'all. But anyway, I ain't gonna rant about that wig. I hate the wig. I hate it. So Asanta, we opened up. Asanta is picking up flowers. Lisa laughed. That wig is such, oh, it's horrible. I'm like, oh, it sucks. It's horrible. Woo, that wig took me out. Hold on, y'all. I need a drink real quick. Because the wig took me out. It's horrible. It's the worst thing. So Asanta, we see him. He's getting flowers. And I'm like, what is Asanta getting flowers for, right? So he picking up flowers. He asks the dude to wrap the flowers real nice and stuff. He get the flowers. He's walking up to the steps. The camera loves panning at people's feet, getting the Jordans. Remember the cameraman last episode, I think it was last episode, they panned down to what's his name? Daggone Anthony's feet, showing his fresh Jordans. Now they panning down to Asanta feet, showing his fresh Jordans. I'm like, does the cameraman have a Jordan fetish or what? I don't know what's going on. So Asanta's going up to this house, right? And I'm like, he better not be going up to Renika's house. But the way they tried to edit it and play it made it seem like he was going to Renika's house because she's actually still in Georgia and she was waiting for her family to get there because they having a family get together or whatever. So he goes up to the door, knock on the door. I'm like, if Renika opened this door, I was going to take a lap around the house. I was like, because she can't be that stupid. So he knocks on the door. Some other girl opens the door. This girl name is Quita. He said he been talking to Quita for a month. Asanta says he just don't got one girlfriend. He said he got different hoes in different area codes. He said he is stacking them up. He said he just don't have one. So Asanta said he's still talking to Auntie too. You know, the girl from a couple of episodes ago. I said, this man is trash. Now, R.I.P. Asanta. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know he not with us no more. But what he depicted from this season, straight up trash. Lisa says Asanta signed some type of paperwork to close out the season because he was done with Renika. Absolutely. He had to. He was way done with her. He was done with her after he smashed her the first night he got out of jail. And he was like, all right, I'm done. That was cool, but, you know, whatever. It must have not been good enough because the Negro couldn't even wait and sleep it off to the next morning. He rolled off in the middle of the night. I said, dang, Renika, you need to get your sex game up. You couldn't even get the dude to freaking stay. I was like, that sucks. So Renika family, he gets in with Auntie. Get in with Quita. Got in the house. She talking about you want to watch a movie. He said, "Do you want to watch a movie or make a movie?" I said, "Child, the dude he just D'ing up anything right at this point." So she's like, "Oh, well, that's what's up. Y'all gotta go." She closed the door. She gets the deal, whatever. Asanta comes out right. In the meantime, we pan over to Renika. Her family rolls up. Half of the daggone neighborhood or everybody that was at her little rap party pulled up at the house. I said, "Dang, did y'all drive down or did y'all hop a plane or what?" But the whole family came. We see Shakola. So good to see her. We had not seen her in a while. Then Asanta, after he done gave old Quita the D, he goes on the porch and FaceTimes Renika. FaceTime Renika, right? What did Renika do? Of course, she answers the phone. And she up here saying, where's Auntie? You know what I'm saying? You treated me like trash and I loved you and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. She going talking to him. And like he really cares, he doesn't. Then he asks her, "So, you want to come see me?" Here she go. I mean, I want to. I'm like, you old goofy bird. Why the heck are you even entertaining this dude? First of all, he wouldn't have been able to FaceTime me because the number would have been blocked and deleted. He would not have been able to talk to me at all. The producers would have had to come and track me down so that he can find me and then give him my phone number. And then even then, I would have told the producers, "No, I'm done with him. He made you look like a fool on these streets and you up here on FaceTime and here talking some Child, really? Girl, bye." So then what she say? The producer says, "Are you playing Renika?" That's what they asked Asante. He said, he ain't playing Renika. He said he happens to get bored easily, so that's why he got so many chicks. Cause he, when he get bored with one, he moves to the next and all that stuff. I said, "Asante, what you got? ADHD? Why the heck do you have to keep moving to these different people? Why you get bored so easily? Why you antsy?" You know what I'm saying? But child, just trash. And for Renika to know, of course, she claims she didn't go to his house, right? But we don't know that. The cameras could start rolling. She could have went over there and got her last hurrah with Asanta. We do not know that. But the way she was acting on that FaceTime, clearly. And then she gonna tell Asanta, "Don't you miss all of these?" Miss all of what? Renika is a negative A cup on a good day. I was like, miss what? I said, what? She all trying to show herself or her body up in the screen. I said, "Renika, I don't see nothing." Right, commitment, ADHD, Lisa. Absolutely. That's what he got. Girl, them two, I'm so glad they are over with. They are done. Moving on. And Renika's oldest daughter looked like she really grown up. I feel like we just saw her and she feel like she even got more mature. I don't know. Beautiful girl, right? But I was like, who the heck is that? I was like, is that another family member? And then she said something to Renika like mom or something. I said, dang, that's the oldest girl. I said, Renika, keep your eye on that one. Because down here in Georgia, they are waiting. You know what I'm saying? So moving on to the next couple, because Anika and Rasanta is done with. The last and final couple, y'all, is going to be Sheree and Anthony. Now, what we're about to talk about, trigger warning, everybody. If you have suffered from any abuse in the past or anything like that, and you don't really want to talk about this or be a part of this part of my live, you can go ahead and exit. I completely understand, and I thank you for joining me. So, Sheree and Anthony. So Sheree, we see her open up. She looks all sad. She's packing up something in a box. And Sheree goes and tells us that she got in a fight with Anthony. I said, girl, a physical fight? Like, what the heck happened? And they gave a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode saying that, this is a trigger warning if you or anybody have been involved in a abusive relationship, contact this number. And I'm like, no. I was like, who got involved in an abusive relationship? So then we get to Sheree and Anthony. And she said they got in a fight. She said she took his phone because he had been messaging all these different women. Now, pause. We talking about the same old dry, stale, no type of excitement having Anthony. He been out here texting and talking to other chicks. He barely has said anything since he got out. He barely even talked to Sheree. How the heck is he up here talking to other chicks? Are you kidding me, Anthony? Child, let me tell you, I just don't get it. First of all, what chick What chick is signing up to talk to a guy that just got out of jail, number one? He does not have no money, number two. He don't have a place to live, number three. He don't got a job. Like, who is signing up for these men? How do these convicts come out and just be out here cheating? Like, I just don't get it. And you got somebody that's holding you down, and you have a place to live, and she's willing to do the most and anything for you. Like, what the heck is going on? So she says she took the phone, saw all these messages, they got in a tussle, and she says Anthony didn't realize how strong she was. Sheree must have been taking some P90X or something, kickboxing classes, because she said she was strong enough for him. She said he took her phone and she was trying to get her phone back, and then Anthony bit her. Y'all heard me right. Bit her. I said, Anthony, who the heck do you think you are? You think you Mike Tyson, Negro? You sit up here and bit this woman? That's domestic violence. She screamed. She said the neighbors heard her scream. So somebody called the police. The police showed up. They showed us the police report. She decided not to press charges. P90X, I'm telling you, that thing back in the day. Or Billy Blanks be like, that. But they filled out a police report. Sheree foolishly decided not to press charges. I don't know why women do this. I've never been in a DV relationship, and I thank God for that. But if ever I was in that type of situation, I'm telling y'all, I would definitely press charges. I don't care what the situation was, how much I love him or whatever. Especially, thank God her son wasn't home. Because I was about to say, especially when you have children involved. Thank God her son wasn't home. And then he had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to go to Sheree's child's father on the last episode trying to talk to him about being a better father. I'm like, Anthony, are you serious right now? How you going to talk to somebody about being a better father and all of that, and you can't even respect this boy's mom? You bit her, you freaking coward. Like, seriously? I don't know how strong she was being. Maybe she got the best of him and only thing he could do was bite her or whatever. I don't know what was going on. But either way, it was domestic violence. Anthony mom come over her house, and she comes over there to get his stuff. Anthony mom comes in, she gives Sheree a hug, and she's on Sheree's side. She said if he bit you, you should have put him out. She said he know better than that. No man should be beating up on no woman. No man should hit no woman. No man should do nothing to no woman. I was here for Anthony's mom for that. I said, okay, she got a little sense, you know what I'm saying? She got some wisdom up in her, because she had been showing me old hood rat in all the other episodes. But his mom did say, yeah, he deserves what he got. He deserves to lose you. She said she enrolled Anthony in anger management class. And I'm like, this man is grown. How you enrolling him in anger management classes? But she said she enrolled him in anger management classes. And Sheree had just been doing a lot for him. She got a space for him to come to. She, of course, gonna make sure he has food. She, of course, gonna make sure he got clothes. Last episode, I forgot to tell y'all, she did a mock interview with him to make sure he was prepared to go and have an interview session with an actual a job, because she's in HR. Like, she was really trying to set him up. And this dude sits up here with his disrespectful self, talk to other women, and then turn around and bite the chick. I said, child, you gotta be kidding me. So the mom collects his stuff. Sheree says, I'm gonna need the key back from my house because I don't want you or Anthony having access to this house. The mom understands. She gives the key back. I don't know why the mom had a key in the first place. Listen, my husband and mom shall never have a key to our house. And we're married, and I'm still not giving no. I felt like, why does she even have a key anyway? Let's see. She took the key back, and she goes and says that she's going to keep the ring on her finger. I was like, Sheree, are you serious? This dude bit you. That's considered domestic violence. Child, she said she's going to keep the ring on her finger because she is going to pray and hope that God is going to change him and he's going to be the man that she wants him to be. I said, child, Sheree, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them the first time. It shouldn't take no 2 or 3 times, because if he bit you this time, the next time it could be something worse. You have a son that you have to think about. I don't understand this with these women, with these kids on this show. It's so annoying. Y'all drag these kids through hell just to be with some man that's going to turn around and treat you like trash. What kind of example are you setting for your son? What type of man do you want in your children's life? You don't want a man that's going to treat you like that. Domestic violence, I don't care if it's a little bite or push or shove, it happened to you. And you should not be taking it lightly, especially when you are a mom. Like, come on, Sheree, get it together. I would have gave that ring right to Anthony's mom and been like, and you can get this to Anthony. Point blank, period. Because I don't care if it was just a bite. It was something he did to me one time. You was talking to other chicks and you bit me. It ain't even a third strike. It don't need to be a third strike. You're out. That's it. I could do bad all by myself. But she sat up here and she says, I'm going to keep the ring on, and maybe we could work on it until he gets himself together, because I don't want to lose hope on us, and blah, 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 and yaggity, yaggity. And I'm like, Lord, I don't understand this chick. But anyway, y'all, that was my review on Love After Lockup, season 5, episode 11 and 12. It was Layers of Lies, or Onions of Lies, and The Reckoning. That was both of the titles of the episodes. I thank y'all for joining me. Thank you, Miss Lisa Lafayette, for commenting. Thank you, Miss Mimi, for commenting. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for all the thumbs up. Make sure y'all give it a thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you get it popping in the comment section. But most importantly, make sure you all subscribe to my channel. I'm on a push, y'all. I'm on a push. Thank you so much, Miss Lisa. I'm on a push to reach 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. Please, please, y'all, share my channel with your friends, your family, everybody you know. We have a good time over here. I aim to drop content daily. That is something that I want to try to start doing. But I do drop enough content where you all know that I'm very active. I love fashion. I love showing you all different ways to save money. I love my Let's Talk About It segment that I have just started, where I pick topics and I do discuss it. I just put up one about the couple Orion and Lauren from Married at First Sight. Orion used the N-word and in his past, and Lauren, he wanted grace from Lauren and she gave that to him. But when she used redskin because he's Native American, and she didn't even use it at him, she didn't understand what it meant and all of that, he didn't give her the same grace. So y'all go check out that particular Let's Talk About It segment, y'all. And yeah, just make sure y'all share me, so I can reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That is my goal, y'all. So, y'all, we are going to be here again next Friday. I'm going to be reviewing. I always drop my reviews on Sunday. We are going to be reviewing Life After Lockup. And, y'all, we going to have a lot to talk about with those couples. I freaking love this show so much, and that's why I review it. But, y'all, next Friday, we going to talk about that. If y'all do not watch it, it comes on WeTV. At 9 p.m. If you don't have WeTV, you can pull it up on YouTube. Later on in the evening, it comes on at 9. About midnight, you can pull up the episode on YouTube and watch it on that too, so you can follow the reviews with me. So next Friday, they are going to start Life After Lockup. Okay, so we're in Love After Lockup. They're going to start Life After Lockup next Friday at 9 p.m., y'all. And I am going to be here to review it, okay? So y'all have a happy and blessed Sunday. Thank y'all for joining me. Make sure y'all give me a thumbs up on the way out and share the video. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. I love y'all to pieces. I'm going to see y'all next time. And y'all have a happy and blessed Sunday. Bye, y'all.